So, about a week ago, I had, I think, the greatest realization that I've had in the past year. A realization that would have saved me from wasting any more time. And the realization is this. If I were to summarize it into one sentence, I would say bulk now and focus on looks maxing later. Now, if you're anything like me, you have a lot of goals. And one of your goals is to get a great physique and also look very handsome as a man because it increases your perceived status. Now, there's nothing wrong with both of them in their own merit. But you guys need to understand that in order, these goals are contradictory goals. They're not conducive to each other. So if you pursue bulking and gaining size and muscle in the gym and strength, then most likely you are not going to do that well in looks maxing. Now I tried, I tried, right? I looked at all the diets. I literally came to a conclusion of what diet to use that would give me the best ROI, return on investment, for my looks and improving them, right? I tried going on keto, I tried going on carnivore, and I found the perfect diet. It's like a scale. I like to use a scale to describe what like the diet is. On this side, you have bulking, like the diet tailored towards bulking, and then on this side, you have more of the looks maxing side. Now, in this video, I'll break down the diet and also the mindset that comes with each diet and when and where to use what diet. Now, the realization that I had, basically, I have to bulk because I'm only 16 and my one of my main goals is to have a great physique, like a bulk up, gain size. Cause and I tried that. I had like a a period of time where I meticulously researched all the diets. Experimented. I experimented with different foods, and I came to the conclusion that health maxing is all about diet maxing, and through diet maxing you can fix your skin, look better, just etc. Right? The foods that you need to eat in order to get like the best looks of your life and like the chiseled jawline and all of that are not conducive to what gains size. Now, because I'm ambitious, I try to do both goals at once, but that's another lesson that I want to give you guys. Trying to do two goals, especially if they're contradictory, like what I'm talking about here, bulking and looking good, it's extremely hard. And also, it's not realistic because it's just not realistic. I never gained, like, bro, my goal was to gain weight and bulk up, put on size, right? Every week I measured my weight and it just didn't go up. Usually it would go down. Like, I would literally, bro, I would look in the mirror and I could see more definition in my abs and my muscles, right? And it normally for people that would be a good thing, but no, for me, because I need to bulk, it just pissed me off. But then again, my skin was clearer. So it was like this dichotomy, right? It's like this conundrum that I had to solve. And what I figured out was there's two types of diet and they're not conducive to each other. If you want to bulk, you have to eat, you're literally forced to eat foods like oats, nuts, because they're calorie dense, right? Milk, And most of you guys won't even understand that, yo, those are good foods. Yeah, they're good foods for bulking. For looks maxing, it's way different than you think. Now, going back to the scale, right? You have on this side, you have bulking, and then on this side, you have looks maxing. Now, when you're trying to bulk, you don't want to go at the extreme end of bulking where like it's a dirty bulk and you're eating pizza and like all of this shit. But then you also don't want to go too much on the looks maxing side, then you won't gain any size. So this is what I did, and I'll tell you what foods are like. This video is going to be packed full of knowledge, so get ready, okay? I'll tell you exactly what foods helped me looks max, but then I realized looks maxing wasn't the problem. That's not, I can earn the privilege to looks max later, but right now I need to bulk. Now, there was a YouTuber that I learned this concept like of building a base through bulking. Like right now, there's no base. Like imagine you're a piece of mud. You need to build a chunky piece of mud first, and then when you earn the right to sculpt the piece of mud, which is you, and you sculpt it and you shave bits off, and then you tailor it, right? And you shape it into how you want it. That's exactly what I learned from this other YouTuber. His name is Waleed, if you want to go check him out. But Valid, I don't know how to say his name, but that's a very intellectual realization that I got thanks to him. Is this thing of like, you need to bulk first. If you don't have any size right now, if you're like the same age as me and you're 60 kg, you're okay, pretty lean, you can see definition, you've got decent muscle, but you're not nowhere near like those dream physiques that you want to achieve, then you have to bulk. There's no main gaining. There's no just trying to maintain weight and just trying to get stronger and like trying to look more muscular. You have to bulk, my friend. You have to give up on this idea of looking lean and chiseled right now, because that you can do that later. That's the big realization that I had. Like, okay, so I'll explain. I went very like deep into looks maxing, like the diet and how it contributes, and I was eating stuff like raw liver, raw lamb liver, and raw milk, and they're good in their own merit, right? But they are not good for bulking whatsoever. Like I tried, okay, I tried like eating extreme diets, 25 eggs per day, raw liver, flipping, like, you know, the looks maxing diets, they all like, there's 4 key anti-nutrients that you want to avoid, right? It's called phytic acid, lectins, and gluten. Those are the 3. Let me try to remember. Phytic acid, lectins, oxalates as well. So those are the 4 key anti-nutrients, and bro, you'd be surprised, most of the bulking foods contain these anti-nutrients. Now, it was like a hard pill for me to swallow because I was so deep in the looks maxing type of diet, and I was trying to maximize like what I eat, and bro, it was giving me okay, good results, right? But then there was this always like this lingering feeling of like, oh, my physique, just at the back of my head, my physique's going down. So that's when I decided I had to, this is a very hard pill to swallow. Looks maxing can come later. I journaled about it, right? It was very logical. If you think about it from a logical standpoint, if you're the same age as me, 16 years old, or if you don't even need to be the same age as me. If you haven't built a good physique just yet, then this video is for you. If you're fat, then cut down. It's very good for you, because if you cut down, it's very good if you eat the looks maxing diet, because that's I'll explain. So by that I mean, bulking, you have the bulking foods, but cutting is entirely conducive to looks maxing. Think about it, because cutting, what even is cutting? Cutting means cutting weight in order, like a calorie deficit, to see more leanness in your size, right? The size that you built, and then what you are lean, your lean muscle mass, to reveal all of the muscle that you built under the sides, right? under the fat, I mean. So, but cutting also means cutting out bad junk food, junk like anti-nutrients food, right? So cutting is entirely conducive to looks maxing. So that's what I figured out. So if I was to think about this logical standpoint, if I fully pursued looks maxing right now through the diet that I was doing, then sure I would look better. But then I would just come to a realization that, oh, at some point I'm going to need to bulk. At some point I need to put on size. How am I going to do that? Because you already know that eating this diet won't help you put on size. So what are you going to do? So on that point, what you need to do is, yeah, my throat was getting kind of dry, so sorry about that. Anyway, so as I was saying, in order to bulk, what was I saying? Oh, in order to cut, I mean, there's certain foods that you have to eat, and also to induce a calorie deficit, right? And also you're cutting out all the anti-nutrients that make you look good. Now, you need to bulk first, because when you bulk first, you can have the privilege of cutting later. When you bulk, you're getting this piece of mud right now and you're making it bigger. And then when you cut down, you will cut it down and you will shape it the way you want. So this is why I journaled. From a logical standpoint, if I had looks maxed and I looked the best, but I know I would have to bulk in the future. So there's no point, because then if I'd had to bulk, then I would ruin all of my looks maxing progress, because bulking involves a diet that is completely is not unconducive to looking good. Now, if you went the other way, if you bulked first, so say if I'm 62.5 kg right now and I want to lean bulk, right? I'm not dirty bulking. And I'll tell you what foods I eat in just a second. But like, if you're bulking and you bulk up to 80 kg and then you cut down, and guess what? You cut down with the looks maxing diet, because it's completely conducive. Because looks maxing is literally cutting out bad habits, like bad junk food from your diet, right? Because if you eat shit food, then it will show on your skin, it will show on your looks, you'll be bloated, all this shit, right? That is more logical, don't you think? Like, bulk first and then cut down to reveal what you've built. So that's exactly what I journaled about. If you bulk first, you build the size, you have your physique, you would have to deal with the maybe like the expectation of like not looking as good as you can look. But bro, you have years to like build your looks. You don't have to do it right now. Like, it's like instant versus delayed gratification. This is what I realized. If you like, looks maxing right now is instant gratification, because I know that I'm gonna have to take the hard pill at some point if I want to improve my physique. So that's what I did, bro. You like, in the looks maxing, there's so many things that you have to like beware for. It's like a restrictive diet that you have to eat. And bro, it works, right? It really works, but it's just not good for bulking. For bulking, you need oats, you need flipping milk. I'll tell you what I eat. This is what I eat, right? I eat oats, nuts. Oats have oxalates, nuts have phytic acid, right? Defense chemicals, which are not good for skin, right? Not good for looks. They bloat you, right? But then oats are very calorie dense. Nuts are very calorie dense. This is what you need for bulking. So it's like contradictory. You can see it, right? So this is why I eat on a bulk. I drink milk. I mean, I don't drink milk. I drink milkshakes with milk, oats, nuts, honey, and peanut butter blended, and maybe banana on the side, right? That alone is 1,000 calories. That helped me bulk up fast, right? It's helping me bulk up fast, actually. like 1,000 calories just in that shake, liquid calories, bro. Implement that shit right now, okay? But you can worry about looking good later, bro. What else I eat? I eat chicken. I eat rice. So I want to introduce you. If you have bought this idea of bulking first and looks maxing then you at least want to do it in a way that isn't completely going to ruin your skin, which completely possible. That's good. The way you do that is you pick whole foods. There's like a scale, right? I told you the scale. On this side, there's complete looks maxing and like full, like restrictive, clean foods. Like some foods that you think are clean may not even be clean in terms of looks maxing standards, right? Like you may think oats is clean, bro. Oats is not clean in terms of like if you're thinking from that lens, it's not clean at all, right? Because it bloats you, gives you brain fog, it gives you all of this shit. But I'll just give you a stand. Like I'm not trying to complicate this shit yet. I'll just give you the diet that you need to. You could implement that will actually help you, right? To if you're convinced, bulk first, looks max later. Here's the diet you need to eat, right? As I said, oats, nuts, milk, honey, blended into a milkshake. Add peanut butter if you want to add more calories. There's one part of your that's literally a third of your daily calories done, right? You can adjust the amounts and get how many calories, but that's your shake done, right? Chicken should be your main protein source. Eggs, I really recommend eggs. And I eat rice, that's your carb. You can have pasta, cheese. These are all what I call single ingredient foods. By that I mean they have only one ingredient. Like think about it. When you go to the store and you look at the ingredient label, how many ingredients does it say? Does it say one? Or does it say flipping red 40, atrazine and all this like weird chemicals? If it does say that, then that's processed. But if it doesn't even say any ingredients and the only ingredient in the chicken packet that you bought is chicken, then that's a whole food. That's the definition of whole food, right? It only has one ingredient. If you buy a dozen eggs and it comes in like, you know, the little packet, that's 12 eggs, right? And that's whole food. You want to eat whole foods. Now, oats is a whole food because it's like when you buy a pack of oats, it's just oats and there's nothing else. So, but the thing is, for looks maxing, that's not very conducive. Now, this is what I recommend to you. Get whole foods, one single ingredient foods. Look at the ingredient labels. If there's more than one ingredient, that's bullshit. Get that shit out, right? It only needs to be one ingredient. See, when I mentioned to you my ingredients, I have nuts. That's one ingredient. Milk, that's one ingredient. Whole milk, right? Oats, that's one ingredient. Honey, that's one ingredient. Peanut butter, that's one ingredient. That's what you can do to bulk, but not sacrifice too much on the looks. Like you can maintain on the looks, but it won't like skyrocket you to this level. So that's the bulking done. Now my plans for looks maxing though. On that, this is my plan. Like it's like a thing that you have to earn. You have to earn the right to looks max. You have to earn the right by building this piece of mud to such a big level that you can carve out the intricate details and like glow up, right? So my plan is to bulk up 80 kg to maybe 80 kg max, right? And then cut down, aggressive cut, and I'll have more muscle. I'll have lean six pack that I used to have. I've actually been losing definition in when I look in the mirror, and it's like I'm actually happy because that's a sign that I'm actually growing. My muscles are getting bigger. I'm making gains. Finally, bro. Finally, I've not been deprecating not having enough calories to grow. Now I finally have calories to grow. So this is what you need to do, right? Once you bulk up to your dream weight, on your cut will be insane. Not only will you'll reveal all the muscle that you built, also train hard in the gym. I think that's a given, right? Train hard in the gym. I'll give you a guide on training hard in the gym next video. But anyway, when you're cutting, not only are you cutting all the fat and you're looking the best you've ever been, but you're cutting out all the junk. This is my plan, right? I'll go on one of them extreme diets that I used to go on, like 10 eggs, 25 eggs a day. A day. Think about that. A day. Most people will be like, what the hell? 25 eggs a day? Oh my god, I can't comprehend that. But that's what it takes. 25 eggs. Boost your testosterone, protein, so you don't lose the muscle when you're cutting, right? Yeah? That, and also it's a whole food, and eggs, bro, eggs are just top of the top. They're great for muscle building and they're great for looks max. It's just a top tier food. And then raw liver, bro. Liver tastes like shit. Honestly, bro, it tastes so bad. But still, it's loaded with vitamin A. So it will help your skin immensely. It'll give you a bigger brain basically. Let me clickbait this. So yeah, you have that. And then I'm also thinking like add all the looks maxing tricks that I was using before, like bone broth, flipping making bone broth at home, all of this shit, bro. I gave all of that up because I know I need to bulk first. I need to cut later. I don't have to cut first because cutting first is just retarded now. Now that you think about it, now that I think about it, it's just not logical. It's instant versus delayed gratification again. So if you were to take anything from this video, I think if you're skinny right now, don't focus on getting a six-pack. Don't focus on getting definition in your muscles. Bulk. Bulk, like eat, bro. Eat. Eat so much food. Just maybe even stuff yourself with food so you have all the nutrients. Don't stuff yourself with like, don't dirty bulk at all. That's retarded, right? You'll just gain fat. But with whole foods, as much as you can. Eat as much. Eat like a bear, bro. That's another concept that the other YouTuber told me, bro. Like, eat like a bear and get big, and then you can earn the right to have the biggest glow up, the biggest cut of your life. So in 2 years, you guys will see that in yourself and me, and will grow. That's all I have for you today. Thanks. Subscribe.